Hey, man, what's up with it? What's up with it? It's Culley. Y'all tap the fuck in, man. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy, man. He pulled up on me. We finna chop it up, you know what I'm saying? First edition of this chopping up shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pull up on me. Y'all already know the fucking rules. I posted them, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, man, let the people know who I'm talking to right now, my boy.
Man, this Feo 9acino on some Texas shit, you know what I'm talking about? North Texas to be exact. You know what I'm talking about? Just keeping this shit always pimping, never simping, and just trying to keep this Texas shit alive, you know what I'm talking about?
No cap, man. Like, shit, tell them where you from, bro.
Shit, that's why I say I'm from Texas, because like I always moved around. I was born in Carrollton. We lived in Louisville till I was 5. And then moved to Pleasant Grove, moved to Oak Cliff, Irving, Mesquite, all that shit. Then we ended up coming to Denton. I did first grade there, and then moved to Mahia when I was 9. Didn't leave that house till I was like 20. Moved to Culley for like 2 years. And then my grandma passed, because she was a veteran, so that's why we moved to Culley and shit, because we right down the street from Fort Hood. So I was there for a minute, had my car wrecked there. So then we ended up moving to Grand Prairie, and that's where I'm at right now.
Grand Prairie representing that shit already.
Grand Prairie, Arlington, Dalworth. I don't know about Dalworth, bro. I'm still iffy on that shit.
Shout out Dalworth, man. If anybody
I fuck with them Dalworth
man.
niggas, bro, but it was like, I don't know. I kind of feel like y'all niggas be in GP a lot. So, I mean, everybody be in GP and everybody be in Arlington, bro, especially at Parks Mall. It be niggas from fucking South Dallas in that hole. Everybody come to that hole, and it blow my mind. But that whole big as shit.
Like
though.
Grand Prairie in the mix of all that shit too, you know.
That's what I tell everybody,
yeah,
bro. It's like
Arlington,
you can literally call me. You could be any part of Dallas, and I would get there in 20 minutes. I'm right off of fucking George Bush Turnpike.
Oh, okay. So you like right
I'm
smack
literally
in the middle
just jump on that bitch
in there.
And my tolls is like $1,200. I need to pay them. With that tollway, man, that's the way to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot quicker, man. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes will rack up on a nigga, bro.
Oh yeah.
You spoke on you were speaking about a wreck, man. What happened, my boy? If you wanna.
Yeah. So when I got to Culley, my grandma had cancer, but she didn't like tell us until like 3 years later. So she ended up passing away. She left me her car. She had an H3.
Okay.
She left it, but she didn't write a will. So I was working at Potbelly at the time. I'm like, damn, I need to get a call. So my nigga Clayton out of my hell, that's like my fucking OG. That nigga, like, I was homeless for a while. He let me stay with him for 2 years, get my shit together and everything.
Shout out, that's real nigga shit right there.
So I ended up buying a car from him, and he had the car on the side of the road for a minute because he needed a fuse, so he undid the shifter cable, and I never tightened it up. So you know how low that how fucked up Temple is and shit going through there. So I ended up knocking it loose, and my car stalled out, and a lady was on the phone and just smashed into the back of me. Like, she was doing about 50, and she, like, the whole back of the car was smashed up. I was in a BMW. I think that was a E46.
And you was driving that sheet.
Yeah, I was just sitting like this because my shit had stalled out. So I had called my mom like, "Hey, come get me."
Yeah.
And literally 30 seconds later, smashed the fuck out of me. Shit, broke my ribs and shit. Ended up going to the doctor. They was like, "We surprised you're here and shit." So it took me like 2 years to bounce back from that. But I ain't had no insurance, so I didn't know you could still sue niggas if you don't have insurance. So my mom told me that, and literally the day I got my fucking check from that shit took like 3 years, but the day I got it, that Cadillac was sitting outside of my apartments for sale. And I was like, damn, I've been wearing that car since I was like 13.
Man, bro got one of them lax, man. A 90, about a late 90?
99, the last one before they start making them
bro
big
got
body hoes.
What's that, the DeVille?
Yeah.
Bro pulled up in the DeVille, man.
You lucky I ain't
Come
had no
on,
speakers
man.
on,
Like,
bro. I would've shook
them hoes
up.
clean, man. Stop fucking playing, bro. Oh, what you said out of that, did y'all hear what he said? He said you can sue niggas without having insurance. So
yeah,
keep
she
that in
was
mind,
at
man.
fault,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how they treat you when you ain't got no motherfucking insurance. Y'all already know how this shit goes. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, you can still get some money out that shit, bro. To my mama, because I ain't had no idea. And she was like, nah, we still finna sue these people. But it'll take a minute. Don't sit there and wait on that check, because I had to go through a chiropractor, physical therapy, all
types
shit.
of bullshit.
And
just
still
to
waited
get
like
that.
2 years.
Okay.
And then another thing is, don't get them narcotics. Because like once that law, if I would've took narcotics, as soon as that lawsuit was over, that'd have been it. And that's how niggas get hooked on them hoes.
Yup.
Because they want you to take that. You gotta go to pain management where they pull your blood and your piss to make sure you taking the shit. So,
and if you're not taking it, they kick you off the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole game. You know what I'm saying? It's all about money, bro. You already know how that shit going.
Because I ended up messing up there's a nerve in the back of your neck, in between your spine that controls your arms and your legs, and that it got pinched in the car wreck. So they wanted to like put something around it, but the probability of me not being paralyzed was like 23%. So I didn't end up doing it.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up taking it was some shit. It was some strong shit, but it wasn't a narcotic. So I took that shit for like 2 years.
Did they have you?
Oh, I was fucked up, man. I was at
Fucked
work,
up on that hoe.
bro. I was so fucked up. I was at work, and I cut a sandwich and split my finger down the middle. Didn't even feel that hoe. Yo, blood on the sandwich. Nigga, I'm finna get a nigga a sandwich. He like,
With
bro,
blood
on this
all on
hoe.
that hoe in that
Look,
trip.
bro, I had motherfucking flesh coming out my finger. I'm like, what the fuck?
Now, during that 2 years, bro, I'm pretty sure you were you already trying to rap then, or you had put it on hold?
That's crazy too, cause like at that time before the car wreck, I was rapping, but it was like I was trying to get back into it because like that's my problem now is like you get so caught up in life, it's kind of hard to like just put your time into that shit,
bro. Niggas
like,
not understanding, bro.
That's why when I put my videos out, bro, it be on some. I put that bitch out and then I'm back to what I'm doing. Then I come back later, but shout out to my nigga Ayo Kaseko from Big Facts Podcast. That nigga kept me dedicated to, you know what I'm saying, keep me going.
Bro channel. Shout out Ayo.
Yeah, that's
Kaseko,
my nigga.
man.
I literally just got
Real
off the
shit.
phone with that nigga. But he kept me motivated, so it's like, but during that time it was crazy because I got put on bed rest. So in the matter of that year, I put out like 8 tapes. Like I changed my name, it was Big Thompson. I changed it to Feo 9acino and put out 8 tapes because I ain't had shit to do. I was on bed rest. I couldn't go to work, so I was just rapping.
How long was you on bed rest?
At least 8 months.
Oh my gosh.
I went back because I wanted to go back. Like that shit. Everybody talking about, man, I want to break, man. Fuck that. That shit. What?
Damn, nigga said 8 months. He laid
8
up
months,
in bed
bro.
rest,
For the past 5 months, it would get up, go to physical, go to the chiropractor, and then go home and not do shit. Cause even if I wanted to do shit, I was in so much pain I couldn't do shit. So I would just lay in the bed. I had my laptop, and then I had my mic right there next to it, and I had my pad. When I was still writing, I would just record in bed because I couldn't move.
Man, y'all heard them bros still pushing out tapes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go tap in, man, if you haven't. If you
Yeah, I
you know
just
what I'm saying?
I put a tape out last year and everybody was shocked because I didn't promote that hoe. It was just I wanted to make sure I was still fresh. Because like I'm working on getting back into it now, but nigga, life will take that motherfucker over,
hey,
bro.
man,
To the
life
point.
problems, life, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is only human, bro. So stress, all that shit can discourage you from doing a lot of shit. So I understand that completely, my boy. No bullshit, man. Let me ask you this. Who was you listening to growing up, bro?
Oh, Pimp C, my favorite rapper of all time.
Shout out, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C, man.
That shit,
No
I
cap.
think that was like the first rapper I think I was like 11 years old when he passed, and I cried.
Real shit?
I cried like a mother. I was like, what the fuck?
I think I was
Because
at
they was
work when
playing
I heard
Knocking.
that
I
shit.
never forget. I got picked up from school and they was playing Knocking Those Down on the radio, and I was like, damn, they ain't never played this song on the radio. And then my mom was like, you heard what happened? I'm like, no. And she was like, yeah, they found Pimp C dead. And I was like, that shit like crushed the nigga. Because it was like, I grew up with a father, but he wasn't there all the time. And then he listened to Pimp C. So I'm like, man, this nigga actually giving game. That was one thing I learned about where I knew if I jumped in the streets, I knew there was going to be consequences.
Okay. Damn, bro.
So
you
when
know
I
what I'm saying?
was
You
in the
knew
streets,
you already knew the ins and outs of this shit, jumping into it
like literally when I
know?
got in that bitch and started moving pills and shit, I was so paranoid because I knew it was only going to jail or I was going to die. All the time.
Only options out of that shit, man. Only fucking
That was probably the
consequences.
most depressed I've been in my life. And I was making money, but it was like, this shit was frivolous. I spent down to $10,000 on lawyers because they hit me with a felony, but I had to get a lawyer from here, and he got it down to a misdemeanor. Because I was on the run for 5 years, but I didn't get in trouble in them 5 years. So I went and got a lawyer, paid him up. I had got a lawyer the first time I got arrested, paid him up, And then they put me on, bro. Probation is the worst shit you could be on.
It is, man.
You might as well just sit that time
just
out.
sit the time out, man.
The only reason
anybody
I didn't,
watching this, man,
you gotta sit that time out, bro.
If they talking about like a year, some bullshit probation, bro, take that shit, bro. Unless you just absolutely fucking got to, bro.
The only reason I didn't go was because if I would have went to jail, they would have hit me with a felony, and that shit wouldn't have came off. So I was like, all right, I do deferred probation for 6 months. 6 months ended up turning it's like 2 years, and then after that I moved to Culley, and when my grandma passed, that shit fucked me up, so I didn't want to do nothing. Like 3 months after that, I had my car wrecked. So in between her passing, because I buried her on my 21st birthday.
Damn.
And she was trying to hold on after my birthday, and my mama told me, she was like, you got to go in there and tell her it's all right. So she passed on the 21st of June, and then we buried her on the 24th. So that's how I spent my 21st birthday, burying. And me and my grandma was like, that was down to my dad. So that shit took a lot. It took a lot to shake back.
Yeah.
So then they said, oh, he on the run and shit, but it's like, nigga, you got my address, all this shit.
Yeah,
So every year,
yeah.
if they don't catch you in a year, they put another warrant out on your shit. And that's more taxes, that's more court fees.
All that. It's just gonna keep adding up. It never go away. It just always add up, bro, or get worse. That's all that is to it.
I'll tell you what, taking a charge, bro, I had a fucking felony, got down to a misdemeanor. I spent about $10,000. Court fees, lawyers, all that. $10,000, bro. You know what the fuck I could have done with that money? $10,000. That's what I'm saying. These niggas talking about they catching charges and then they proud about it, but it's like, bro, look how much money you just spent on that shit.
Man,
that's not a flex, nigga.
Bro. And then it be damn near coming out paying the arm and a leg just to stay free. And then after that, they still gonna try to lock
just
your
like bonding
motherfucking
out,
ass
bro,
up, bro.
Nigga, you know, if you got a motherfucking murder charge or some shit, bro, there's no point in bonding out other than you just spending the last minutes of your life out here.
Absolutely, bro. Correct, man. Like, it's just a game, bro. You just got to be prepared. Niggas got to, somewhat know about their laws and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Be more
feel like
about that shit, especially if you're getting into some shit you already know what time it is, man.
That's the problem. Motherfuckers sign up for some shit. You know what it is? Motherfuckers sit there and watch Paid in Full, Menace to Society, all this shit, and be like, okay, I know what to do. And then make the same fucking mistake.
Yep.
When I was selling pills and shit, nigga, I used to watch Scarface all day. For like a month, I watched that shit every day, all day. And still got caught up because niggas wrote a statement. On Family wrote statements.
Since you speaking on that, the dude that wrote a statement on you, was this your partner? Did you consider him a partner?
I already knew it. It's one of them niggas, you gotta know who you're around.
Gotta know shit around.
I ain't even gonna lie, I was so high when I went and did that shit. Mm-hmm. It didn't register until they sat me down and was like, this is that, trespassing, this, and I'm like, why the fuck did I go do that? And now these people want to sit me in here for my court day wasn't for a whole nother year. So if I want to bond it out, I want to graduate high school. I was going into my senior year, and I was going to the Marines. The fucking recruiter went and talked. Bro. The recruiter went and talked to the judge, and the judge was like, "It's on the DA," and the DA was like, "No." That was like, we want him to pay. And the thing was, I was the oldest out of the crew. It was me and 2 other dudes. It was actually 11 people, but I ain't telling. I got caught. I take my punishment.
Hey, stand up, take it like a G, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take that on the chin. That's
but
what's
you need
out,
to know
man.
who you're around, bro.
Know your surroundings. Know who you're around, bro. Yeah, man.
It didn't take no street shit. It didn't take me getting robbed and no shit like that. It took me going to motherfucking jail. And then my motherfucking grandfather is doing 60 years in prison. My dad been in and out of prison. So it was kind of like I said, when I got into that, I already knew what time it was. I knew I was either going to die or I was going to go to jail. Yeah, so I was paranoid.
One of them motherfuckers happened. Yeah, one of them happened.
When I used to serve niggas, I kept my pistol right here with no shirt on. Dude, I thought you fucked with me, man. Say, I can't. That's how paranoid you'll be.
Yeah, it how you fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you can't put shit past nobody these days, you know what I'm saying? That'd be the crazy part, too, you know what I'm saying? For real. Shit, what you got coming up musically?
Musically, the crazy thing is, I know I got an album in the fucking vault. Probably got a mixtape, but I think I wanna, like that shit I sent you, I think I'm finna transfer over to that. Because I feel like that shit a lot of people ain't doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I do that, I ain't trying to start no wave or nothing, but it just show how organic the shit is.
Organic is coming from that shit different for sure, bro. Like I was like, man, ain't nobody doing no type shit.
Cause
like
I grew
this,
up around like
saying?
older
Like,
people. My whole life I was around older people. So my grandma, she played Sade, she played the Osley Brothers, she played the Commodores, she played Frankie Beverly and Mays. So that shit, as I got older, I started to understand that music, and I was like, I like this vibe. That shit does something to your spirit when you play it.
You got that substance, bro. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that shit, bro. Especially like when you ain't coming up and you ain't really got no family. I mean, you got family, but it ain't there. You feel me? You know what they say. People can be right there next to you and can't be there. You know what I'm saying? Physically, you can't feel them. So, yeah, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Any visual, tell them your Instagram and shit to get your
Instagram is Feo Pacino. It's FEO and you put a 9 because this shit. So the Panda Gang shit is 9'6" because I was born in 96. So it's Feo, FEO, and then Pacino with a 9 and then ACINO. And shit, the same as for everything. Twitter, fucking
everything.
YouTube, shit. You can literally just search that and my shit'll pop up. So,
tell me the origin of your name. How you came up with that? You just like just putting some shit together. And was like, I'm gonna run with this, or
well, shit. Like I said, I was watching Scarface all the fucking time, so that's where the Pacino came from. And then the Feo, you know, that's Spanish. That mean ugly, but I flipped it, and it stands for fuck everyone's opinion. So that's how the Feo Pacino came.
That's what's out right there. That's deep, man.
I got a mixtape
like
called "Fuck Everyone's Opinion" too. So
I like that, bro.
Like I said, it's 8 tapes, bro. It's 8 tapes out, maybe 9. I'm not sure, but that bitch is everywhere. Spotify, all that shit.
How old are you now, bro?
I'm 24.
Okay.
I did all that shit
and
when I was 21.
You've been rapping since at least what?
I don't really count that high school shit. I say about 3 years.
About
3-4 years.
Okay.
Because I had to transition. Like, you know how 2 Chainz changed from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz. Yeah, it's kind of like
you
that.
reinvent yourself type shit, huh?
Because that stigma was on me.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. That's what's out, man. No bullshit, bro.
Hey, and these police, they listen to your music too. Because that's what I was.
Why you say that?
When I was locked up, he told me that shit. The CO. He was like, bro, they
Y'all peep game. Listen to what he's saying, man. This is coming from an everyday nigga, man.
When I was locked up, because like I said, I was locked up for that little criminal trespass and shit. But the other 2 was juvenile, so they went to juvie and paid like $800. But they hit me with the hard shit. They tried to hit me with a felony. And then, they indicted me, so they had enough information to fucking take me to court. So, but my court date wasn't till the next year. I'm in county. Everybody else got 3-4 months to their court date. My shit ain't till next year. On a fucking, what's 10%? It's probably 50,000. So I had to pay 5, I think, some shit like that. $5,000 bond. They didn't think I would make it. They was hoping I came up there and paid cash, like sent somebody to pay cash. But I sat it out for a minute, and the CEO came to me. And he was like, bro, they working on a file against you. That's why you sitting here so long.
So they were like, they in there trying to really keep your ass in there.
There was black cars sitting outside of my fucking house before I got locked up for 2 days in the same spot.
Did they let you know, like, they watching your social media and listening to your music and shit and lyrics and all that type shit, or?
Yeah, they know I was on drink real heavy back then, so and my dumbass used to post the shit. So and it's still fucking there. So it's like all you gotta do is search my name and you see all that shit. But the nigga be so fucking high, you don't think. That's why.
You don't think till after the fact, you know what I'm saying?
Until you gotta take that charge. And he told me, he was like, bro, they got music, you incriminating yourself. Because even if you ain't incriminating yourself, they can push it to make it seem like that.
Talk about the bad shit of that lean, you know what I'm saying? The withdrawals, all that type shit. The price has skyrocketed, you might get finessed. Right now,
if you don't know somebody that actually has lean, I wouldn't get into that shit.
Yeah, for sure, you know what I'm saying?
Because I grew up, I used to see niggas like they used to have this little block where everybody be at on Saturday nights. And niggas used to like literally pull out motherfucking promethazine bottles out of a cooler and pour that shit up. So that shit look, everybody was drinking it. I'm like, damn, niggas drink this shit like water. So me personally, I got into lean once I found DJ Screw. I found DJ Screw like in fucking junior high. Cause like at that time, at TPTV tried to say, I saw what you said, nigga, but what I was saying.
Lit to you live?
Yeah.
Shout out,
I called
bro,
him in
man.
the chat.
Fuck with me.
Cause I was on the phone with Ayo on his live and I told him, I was like, bro, back in the day you couldn't listen to Screw in Dallas. Because that's when that Dallas and Houston shit was real big, so you couldn't do that shit. And that's what I was saying. He was like, "Oh, nigga, everybody listen to Screw. Now they do, but back then, nigga, you couldn't listen to that shit. You couldn't come through on those swingers. Like, nigga, I grew up off of motherfucking Late June and shit. Like, I saw all this shit. I saw fucking The Road blow up. Like, I saw Young Nation and all that shit.
All that shit.
I saw Big Tuck. I saw fucking Tum Tum. Like, I got a song called Big Tuck, bro.
I grew up on all that shit. Swisher House, Mike Jones, Power Wow. If all them watching this video, shout out to y'all, man. For real, bro. Like, man, DSR, you can't.
That shit's very motivational,
miss me
bro.
with that Texas shit. It motivated.
Big Chief,
it molded
too.
the nigga.
I fuck with Big Chief.
You heard me? It molded the nigga, man. For real, bro. Especially coming up without no father, man. Y'all niggas did something to a nigga, man, from Pimp C fucking down. Especially, I'm talking about Texas shit. Y'all know how this go. But Texas to everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Shout your name out one more time for him, bro.
Yeah, Feo 9acino, man.
Yes,
straight
sir.
Texas shit. You
know
come on that bitch. Hey, we don't do no tricking. We ain't paying no bitch, nigga. It's all about... You ain't got to be no pimp-ass nigga to feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Come at a bitch like that. It's all about your mouthpiece, bro.
That,
if you got to pay a bitch to fuck, you don't need to be fucking that hoe, man.
Facts, bro.
Because if these bitches make it seem like if a nigga got money, they'll fuck any nigga. That's the way I look at it. Yeah. Or if the nigga got a Birkin bag, then you fuck any type of... I know niggas that got money and pay for pussy, and them niggas... It's the reason why they paying for the pussy.
Hey, we can charge them just like the females charge
I do.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I will tell you this. I swear you will never find a bitch that say I paid her, bro.
Talk. So, hey, y'all heard it from my man. You know what I'm saying? Had to chop
stay
it up
tapped
with my
in,
boy,
bro.
Man.
We gonna put... I'ma do a special video for Culley. You know what I'm talking about? And,
y'all be on the lookout, man.
Yeah, we gonna have that bitch up there.
Y'all fuck with me, man. Y'all chop it up, pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? We fuck around and have a part 2, man. If y'all fucking with it like that, you know what I'm saying?
So
we gonna check out the feedback and we gonna get it in, you know what I'm saying? Fee, I appreciate it, homie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Culley. I'm gone.